Hey, this is Daryl, and I want to welcome you to today's video. I'm excited because I'm starting a series on worship concepts in the key of D major. I want to give these to you so you can add them into your playing. We're going to talk about patterns. I'm also going to give you just some concepts that you can use to make the 4 pop, and you can learn these in the key of D, and then you can take them up to E flat, take them down to D flat, whatever you want to do. But I want to make sure that I give you these concepts, and it's going to take about 4 or 5 videos to make that happen. So before we get started, if you haven't done it already, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you can stay informed for every video that we launch in this series and in this playlist. All right, so let's get started. I want to go to the keyboard, and I first of all want to show you the pattern. But before I do, let me make sure that we got the D major scale. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So that's our D major scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 7, 1, 3, 4. That's going to be our basic pattern for this series. All right. So this is my 7 chord. Of course, C sharp is the 7 in the key of D. So I got C sharp and E in my left hand. I got A, B, C sharp, and E in my right hand. So 7, 1. So just playing a straight D chord. D, A, D, F sharp. So this is my 3 chord. So I got an F sharp, A, D, E, A. And then this is my 4 chord, and I'm gonna go G in my left hand, and I'm gonna use my thumb to play the A and the B together. I got the D and I've got the F sharp. Okay, so that's the basic pass. So what I like to do is kind of make that sing a little bit just by incorporating grace notes. So on the 7, I'm going to use this B as a grace note. 7. I'll do 1. This is what I'll do on the 3. I'm going to use the D as a grace note. 3. So sometimes on that 4, I'll play a little melody line. So I'll do it. Okay, so A, G, F sharp, E, blah, 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 blah. So say it all together. 7, 1, 3. Okay, try it out again. Right. So you can start to get creative with how you play that, but I wanted to make sure that I showed you a basic pattern that'll serve as a template for the series. Now we can add a chord to this. All right. So let's add a 6. So we'll go 7, 1, 3 on the 4. We'll do it again. 7, 1, 3. Now let's add our 6. All right, so once we add that 6, we can go back to the 7, and maybe we can play the pass in a slightly different timing or way. But the main thing I want to show you is what I played on that 6. And I just kind of added some nice flair to what I'm doing. So I'm playing the 6 bass in my left hand, and then this is a nice chord for you to have on the 6. So I'm going to play the F sharp, C sharp, E. And I'm going to use that C as a grace note. And I'm gonna take these thirds. So I'm gonna go from here, the C sharp and the E, and I'm gonna go to the B and the D. And that's over the 6. Right? So I can play my left hand with the B and the F sharp and just play those thirds with my right hand if I wanted to. Or I can just play it like that. And that's just a nice way just to throw a little variation in what we're doing. So we did 7, 1, 3, 4. Go back to the 7. Let's go to the 6. Right? And so when you're playing worship, you can take your time. So you don't always have to play it like in the same sequence I did, or you don't have to play it as fast or even as slow. But I always encourage you, like when you're playing worship, depending on the situation, make sure that you're taking your time. Accent, allow what you're playing to do some work for you. So if I'm playing this his piano that has a pad underneath it, I want to allow that pad to do some work for me. So when I'm doing, see how that melody note up top is kind of working for me. That pad is creating a nice bed of sound. And all I did, I knew I was going to that chord on the 7, and I just highlighted those notes. So that time I knew I was playing the melody. So what I did, instead of playing the chord like this, I played the chord like this on the 4. I had the G, the A, and the B, and I did the same melody, but it just, playing it with my right hand gave me a little more room to use that grace note in there, right? And those little small things matter. So even if I did, I could even do something like that where I'm playing the octaves on the 4, and I want to use a grace note, so maybe I'll slur from that from that G sharp. And even when I get to that E melody, I can slur from that D sharp, so I can go, right? So all of that type of stuff matters. All right, so even when I went to that 7, I did 7, 1, 7, 1, 3. Right? So what I'm just saying is take that pattern and get creative with it. Now, in the upcoming videos, I'm going to show you some concepts we can use to build on this, to even take this even further. But what I want you to do is I want you to, begin to exercise your own creativity just by chopping up what I just showed you. Okay, so I'm gonna give you just a little sneak peek of some of the concepts I'm gonna cover in the next video. I'm gonna show you some grips that you can play on the 4, just so that you can maneuver some of the notes. I got about 2 grips that I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna break down in a later video just some trills that you're able to incorporate. We're gonna cover some like nice drop 2 concepts that you can use as well. So there's a lot of ways in which we're going to build on this, but I wanted to start off by giving you that foundational pass and that foundational progression. Now, last thing I'll say is you can use this anytime you're in a worship set. Let's just say that you just finished a song and the atmosphere is still, kind of buzzing and people are worshiping. You can go right to that 7-1, 3-4, 7-1, 3-4, and just create that nice bed of sound. And then you can even stay on that 3-4 while they're worshiping. You got that little line. 3-4, just to kind of just add some life to the environment. So this is great. I do need to say this too. This is great too when you have a band and you're telling them, you call out to your bass player and your drummer 7-1, and you might do 3-4. And you might even add some dynamics. Boom, boom, and you just kind of maybe you got the bass player rumbling 3-4. There's so much that you're able to do with this pattern. So learn it, play with it, and make sure that you check out the next video in which I'm going to just add some more life to it and show you how, as a piano player, you can really add some more elements that'll take this even to the next level. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you like and you subscribe. You click the notification bell, because I'm going to drop at least 4 videos in this series, and I don't want you to miss any of them. I want you to add this to your playing, whether you're playing in church, on stage, or in the studio. Thank you so much for checking out our video. We got so much content planned for you this year, in the coming days, weeks, and months. So make sure that you're staying tuned to all that we have coming your way. It's Daryl Cook. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace out. I'll see you soon.